Good evening, Central Indiana, and welcome to Porch Time. We are live at JTH Construction Studio. Got a pretty good show tonight. Got some folks from down around southern part of the county, northern part of the county in tonight. We will get to them momentarily. They've already got fans on there saying hi to them. So how you doing, Dustin? How you doing, Misty? And I don't have my phone ready, as I was just telling you. I'm way behind here. All right. Uh-oh, Dustin, look at him. Hello, Teresa. I'm trying to get, something's not, there we go. There's Trisha. All right, now we're in. All right, guys. Once again, we are live at JTH Construction Studio. Get a hold of Joe for all your construction needs, 765-913-8599. American Basement Solution, Mr. Larry Ralph Sr., 1-877-409-2837. Great people right there from Hank. Bowden Real Estate with the Teresa Messmer, 765-341-8911. Teresa's already on here. Wellspring, Mr. Bob Gooderham's Group, 765-342-6661. Stids Comfort System, 765-346-0195. Give Caleb a call. Livewire, Tommy Walls Electrical Consulting, 765-792-4012. Trapper Tim's, Nuisance Wildlife Removal and Pest Control, 765-913-7553. Logan's Cosmos, 765-318-3388. Hello, Robbie. Wayman's Furniture, Appliance, and Mattress, 765-342-4339. You look beautiful.
We have quite the fans here.
That's good, though. That's good. They just keep it coming. Like and share, push it out there. This is some very good information coming tonight. You guys keep liking and sharing it, push it to all your friends, and get them on here. Did I do Wayman's Furniture, Appliance, and Mattress at 765-342-4339? Get a hold of Mark. The Yard Barber, Andrew Payton, 765-318-4108. I know she said, look at the beautiful people with hair like this tonight. You can't call me beautiful. So I know it's not me. Hometown Nutrition, Martinsville, 765-315-0738. Stop in there for your protein shakes and your boosted teas. They open at 7 a.m. And last but certainly not least, we were in the studio with them last night, and that is One Ornery Bunch, and they're great people, and I cannot wait for this to kick off. 2024 Paragon Homecoming Festival. It's a 100-year anniversary. 765-318-0899, August 30th through September 1st. They brought me a mug, which I am using tonight, a t-shirt, coffee. None of that was asked for. Rick and those guys just did it for the fun of it. So now we're going to turn our attention to Tonya and Bret Bastin. How we doing?
Good.
Doing well tonight? You're not nervous now, right?
Not at all.
You got all your friends on here watching, so you
no,
there's only
sweat.
2,000 people watching you here before the night's over. So you
got this.
You're fine. All right, they are in for the Let's Ride Harden Memorial Ride, and this is something you guys have been doing for 12 years. 12 years. First, tell us a little bit about the ride, if you would. How we got to the 12-year mark and what it all means. Just go through it all. We just did this off air, so she's ready.
Ready. So
she's fine, guys.
Our 12th annual Let's Ride Harden Ride began after we lost my cousin to a hit and run accident in Monroe County, Shane Harden, and I was just looking for something to do for myself, with myself. It was the first time I had really experienced anything like that and sudden loss, and I decided to put all of my focus on something, and that's how the ride began, our first ride. So our family kind of got on board, came together, and we planned about 3.5 weeks. We planned our first ride, and it did exactly what it needed to do. It got my mind in a better place, and we were able to do the ride. We had like 53 bikes show up, of course, double the people, and then we had an after kind of silent auction thing, and we were at AmVets in Bloomington then, and we just had a good turnout, but it really, I think it just turned some of our energy in a more positive direction.
Right.
But it was a lot of work. It's a lot of work to do a benefit and ask people to donate their time and their money and their sponsorships and their services. And
But one thing about a benefit like that, and we've done them here, and it takes your mind and puts it in a good place because you're taking that negative energy from it. And we know this because we've had the families come up and tell us. We all grieve differently, and there is no right or wrong way. But when you can turn that energy into a positive, and you're reaching out and helping other folks, that's when you. And I can hear my brother in my ear today, and it has to be with this. This is what you're supposed to do. And his famous words were, "You're burning daylight." Let's roll, let's go. We're burning daylight.
set it on fire.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what he would do. Tonya, a bongo. Got this. Shane was a good man. You got lots of love in the room with you tonight, so you're doing fine.
Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know John necessarily by name, but yeah, Shane was a good man, and that's what brought this, and so we'll get to that part, the fast forward to now. But after that first benefit, and it really did what I needed it to do for me, and so much giving, and it felt good, but it was a lot of work. And I was like, after that, I just wanted to enjoy. And I said, I swore to his sisters, his dad, I will do a memorial ride every year as long as I can. But I don't think I'll do a benefit again because
Sure.
the first one did what I wanted it to do. So
Sure.
I was out of the benefit business, out of the fundraising side of it, and just every year we would get together and do a memorial ride and spend the day just talking about him. And my brother always made a point. He lives a little further away, and he'd always make a point to participate in that ride. It continued to bring my family together and our cousins together, his sisters. His one sister has been with me. We used to meet for breakfast all the time to get through the details and whatever. So we've done the memorial ride, and it fit what we needed, and it filled our hearts and gave us a day to just celebrate him because he was a good man.
That's beautiful.
Shane was one of those people that he just was giving everybody. If he was around them, they felt loved, they felt welcomed. And I just felt like that was worth celebrating.
Of course. Yeah.
So,
And it helped you with some closure and get yourself through that. Like we said, we all grieve differently.
it helps me not focus on the loss.
Right.
Just thinking all the good things. And I think about, we were just talking the other day in the car, and I got so tickled because one of the last kind of extended memories. I mean, I seen him. He would bring me lunch or dinner to my work, and things. And that's his niece. Hi, babe. But he's just such a good soul, and so he would do stuff like that. But then one of my really good memories before that is just silly, and he, as fun as he was also obnoxious and loved to joke and kind of mess around. And we went horseback riding at his dad's, and it was just he and I, and we go down the road, and my horse is old and temperamental and whatever, and I was just having the same conversation, and that's what the ride does to me. It brings that back, and
Sure.
and that's all good, and that's all happy. And he got so aggravated at me. He's like, that horse is not the boss. You have to make sure that you're the boss of that horse and whatever. And I was like, it's fine. We can go back. We had rode a little ways. the horse didn't want to go across the bridge.
Sure.
And he come back around the bridge and he smacked that horse on the butt so hard, and I thought it was going to throw me off, and I was like, oh my gosh, and I was so mad at him, but then we laughed so hard because then we made it across the bridge.
I
and
that horse went across the bridge.
yeah, and we kept riding. So and I feel like now that's just what that ride does for me. Every year it reminds me of all the good, reminds me of all the people that tell me that they knew Shane, or they went to school with him, or they worked with him, or they used to fish with him, or all the things. And everybody felt loved and appreciated around him. And
that's beautiful.
I want that to keep going.
And you're making it happen 12 years in a row now.
So 12 years we've been doing it.
But now it's morphing into other things too.
And it wasn't supposed to be a benefit anymore.
But you know what? I bet you he's had some play into that though too.
So you're exactly right. So we're in our 12th year, and we always do the ride around his birthday, the Saturday nearest his birthday, which is May 16th. So the ride this year falls on May 18th, that Saturday. And there was no doubt I was doing the ride again. But we had another family member, unfortunately, go through their own situation and their own loss. And it was just before Thanksgiving, I think, that I had found out. I'm not going to pretend to know. It's like my third or fourth cousin or grandparents or siblings or what have you. And I had talked to her aunt, and I knew she was going through some medical stuff. And I was checking in with her aunt and found out that she was going to go she was actually in California having this surgery because she had, I'm sure I'll mess this up, but she had Moya disease.
I saw that, and I'm glad you're pronouncing it because I don't think I would stumble all over that.
Yeah.
Moya disease?
Yeah, I think it's exactly what it looks like. Yeah. And so it sounds exactly how it looks.
Rare blood vessel disorder in which the carotid artery in the skull becomes blocked or narrowed. Wow.
Yeah, and it's rare.
Yeah.
And from my understanding, Lisa Hushauer is her name, and she has 4 daughters, and she decided she has to go have this surgery to repair so she can, live and mama her girls.
And those are her girls.
That's her girls.
Right there. I want to get that on camera.
Yeah.
I'm doing right here. Give me a second.
So I had found out about that. Did you get them?
Yeah, they're on there.
Awesome.
I hope I didn't cut them off. Girls, if I cut you off, yell at me.
So I had found out that she was having the surgery.
Beautiful young ladies. She
had reached out and searched and did her research to find the best surgeon, the best hospital. She went to California to have the surgery, and I'm messaging off and on with her aunt, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, it just breaks my heart anyway that she has to go through this, but also breaks my heart that those 4 girls have to go through this.
Right.
And so then I reached out. I spoke with Bret, and I was like, we gotta do something. And we can't do it by ourselves. We can't take care of, like all the things I want to do.
Right.
I want to fix everything. And I said, she's not going to be able to take care of the girls for Christmas, and she shouldn't have to worry about that right now. She's in California. Here it is Thanksgiving. And I talked to him about it. And he said, well, let me reach out to Second Amendment MC and see, they're wanting to do something for, somebody in need for Christmas. And he reached out to them, and those guys were great. They're completely on board. I mean, I think they were just like, when, that he tells them about it.
Wheels up, let's go.
Yeah. They're like, when, who, what are we doing? Yeah. And they did, and we met, and there was, I don't even know, 4 or 5 of them from the group that we met, and they went and shopped for the girls for Christmas.
That's awesome.
And they were able to do that for their mom. Well, then, to be from their mom, and then found out Lisa had the surgery on one side. She had to have a second surgery for the other side, and there's complications, and then I found out that they lost her, and well, they were able to give the Christmas stuff after that. They met with her aunt and were able to give the Christmas stuff, and then it just broke my heart for them. It broke my heart for all of them.
Yeah.
And
There's
the whole family.
no good time for any of that, especially but at Christmas time and things like that. That really tears you up right there. Especially as young as those kids were.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah, and so it weighed on me, and I was happy that they were able, and I was happy for the guys to be able to do Christmas for them, but and I'm sure Shane came in and just starts pushing me, and he can be kind of aggressive. And I just kept feeling really pushed to, like, I didn't have to stop, I guess, that it wasn't enough. And like I said, we were doing the ride no matter what. We always do. But I knew then that we needed to do it as a benefit again this year. And the financial support and the fundraising is fantastic.
Yeah.
But I think I looked at Bret and I said, do you think I should do this? Because I really don't want to do it benefit. It's so much work. And I was like, but I can't not at this point. And
the words of my brother, why even asking? Because that's what he would say when I would come to him with something. Why even asking? Because you know you're going to do it. Let's go. Burning daylight. And that's what you did. That's Shane pushing you, saying, let's go.
It absolutely was.
Yeah.
And so I reached out to Carrie, to Lisa's sister, and I said, I need to know that this is okay. I need your family to agree and let us do this. But man, if they would have said, no, we can't do that, I don't know what I would have done, because I needed it as much as any of them needed it. And so I really just, my whole mission and goal and what's on my heart with this whole thing, like I said, the fundraising is great, and it will be a huge support to get the girls together, to be able, if it helps their grandparents and their aunts have birthday parties for them, if it helps them get together, for dinner or
right. That's what I always say. We give you the money, you do whatever you want with
absolutely.
it. I don't care if I see photos of you in Florida next week.
Right.
Take it and go enjoy life for 10 minutes if you have to. That's exactly what you do.
Yep. And my biggest hope is that the girls can at least feel the love and support from, I mean, we've got sponsors in Indianapolis, Morgantown, Morgan County, Monroe County. I mean,
that's awesome. People
have just been like, here, we want to help.
Can I read the girls' names off? The first names?
Please.
Michaela, Allie, Kelsey, and Evie are the 4 daughters. That's who this benefit ride is for now. Good-looking kids. I don't know how recent the photo is, but she looks like you got a little one and 3 older sisters there. So
yeah, there's one of the whole family.
Oh, okay, I've got that one. Okay.
That was at Michaela's graduation.
There you go. So 4 good-looking girls, and you guys are doing the benefit for them. Tell us a little bit about the ride, where it starts, how they can get enrolled into it, and how many they can bring, because I hope they bring a ton.
Thank you. Me too. I feel like this is pretty normal, right? Can you tell my mouth? And he just sits there and says, keep going.
He's here for moral support for you.
That's true.
That's fine.
So,
Brianna.
Our ride this year will start and end at the Twisted Tap, which is the tap hole in Ellettsville, where the miniature golf is. So we start there. We'll register 11 to 12:30. There is no cost for the ride. We do that obviously because that's not what it's about. Anyway, we want people to show up. We want the girls to feel the love and support. So if you have $5, great. And if you have no dollars, that's okay too. We want you to come and participate with us. let us talk about Shane. Like, I always bring a couple little photo albums of him and, you know, growing up and his kids and his family and that sort of thing. So come do that regardless. There's no cost to do that. It is a benefit, and we are fundraising. So in that aspect, we have T-shirts that we'll sell. We've had great sponsorship. All of our T-shirts are paid for,
Awesome.
so the girls will get all of the profits from the sales to that. We have some baskets that we're gonna like raffle, kind of auction, theme baskets,
Yeah,
some good stuff.
50-50 basket raffles and things like that going on. That's awesome.
Yep, we'll have a good time. And then we got a sponsor for to have a band, so we'll have live music at the end of the ride. So we plan on coming back to the Twisted Tap. We should be back before 4 p.m. And then at 5 p.m., I had reached out to Rock Radio. We have seen them several times and, you know, kind of know some of the people there, and reached out and told them what it was for, sent them the flyer, and they discounted it enough that one of our sponsors just took up the fee for that.
That's awesome.
So they'll be able to be there. Ultimately, those funds won't come out of the benefit, which is, of course, the goal to any fundraising.
Right.
So super excited about that too.
This is amazing for the girls. Thank you every day. There you go.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, so many of the people on there I don't know, but it is about the girls, you know. And it's we have 4 girls. You know, there's so many things, and I just think I can't imagine what they go through. And, you know, we sure can't give them their mama back, because I would if I could.
Right.
But we can love them through this, and let them know that they are supported, and that it really sucks, and that's all you can do is just be there for each other,
right,
and love and support each other through it. And that's how I hope that the ride presents itself, and that's how it's going to continue. That's Carrie. That's Lisa's sister. She's helped so much, and
you've got a heart of gold. I mean, that's just as clear as a bell. You both do, and from where it started, you know, I always say when I started this, God pushes me in directions, and I don't know why I'm doing this, but I know I'm in the right spot. And Shane clearly, in God's guidance, is pushing you in the right direction, and you guys are doing what you're supposed to be doing for families like this. And the tears in both your guys' eyes, it says it all. You know what I mean? The compassion is unbelievable, and it's just great stuff what you guys are doing, and it's beautiful. You know, I always, Central Indiana to me is one of the most caring, giving parts of the world on the planet, and stuff like this goes on in our little communities, and this is another, you know, tale of that right here. Okay, starts at the Twisted Tap, and then where do we go from there?
So we're still finalizing some of that, but we are definitely going to
heading east, though, correct?
We'll head east. We're similar to the ride that we've done the last 12 years. Ironically, so many things have been similar. Where like Lisa grew up, we already rode the road. You know, we not necessarily that exact spot, but we already did that, and so it was really easy to incorporate. We already edged into Brown County the last 11 years, and the cemetery that Lisa's buried in is on the road we already go on, and so it was easy to do. So we'll go east.
There's one of my morning guys, Seth, won't know if I'm getting in a sidecar. No.
I mean,
only if I get to wear the helmet with the spike on it. There
definitely,
you go.
Definitely.
Seth's a good guy.
I think you should. I think you should consider this. I'm sure the right person will show up. Hi, Bonnie. All my girls know her too, but she's family. Yeah, I think you should consider it. It's a good time.
Oh, I'm sure it's a wonderful time. I'd want to go there and film it as you guys go by and go live with it is what I'd probably want to do.
Yeah. We had our first one. We had a guy, Mike, he videoed, I don't remember if it was live, but he videoed the departure from the AMVETs, and that's how I was able to like count bikes, because
Right.
I'd never done it before. So our sign-in was terrible. I didn't know how many people were there, but I could watch the video and count
Terrible
bikes.
or not,
So
that's all that stuff's irrelevant. Line them up and let's roll.
it was a
know
good
what I mean?
time, and it did the trick. So
I hear you, Seth.
we'll leave there, and we're gonna go to the Porthole Inn down by Lake Lemon. I think that would be a good time.
No, ignore him.
I don't know why Seth isn't here right now.
Seth,
I mean,
he tried last night to get me to ride a mechanical bull. This is all for the Paragon Homecoming. I guess there's a contest that draws a lot of money. It's called the cutest person there or something. But it's dudes, and they're betting on that. Then they have to kiss the judge on the cheek. I'm like, I'm not doing that. So they're trying to get me beat up and everything else.
they're gonna get you raked in, aren't they?
So I have a bike with a sidecar. Tony, no, but you guys, Tony, your group should ride with this group. That would be fun for you guys. So
Yeah, we are welcoming anyone and everyone. There are some clubs. There's I think the Outsiders are pretty on board. Riding with Angels.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the people are. So we went to was it Joshua Burton ride that they had not too long ago. It was a benefit. We show up to that, and there were so many people. It's freezing cold.
I was gonna say, you done this year already?
Yeah, woo! Yeah, it was a few weeks ago, and it was so cold.
Full mask on and everything, gloves and
they had no idea, and literally so many people were there, and different clubs and different just different community members and people from up north and people from Burnsville, people everywhere, and I was like, that is exactly what this kind of stuff is supposed to be about,
right?
Just showing your support. So
the Let's Ride Harden Memorial Ride is Saturday, May 18th. It starts at the Twisted Tap down in Ellettsville, heads east and ends up back there later in the day. They'll have a band there. This is their 12th annual doing this, and this is for 4 young ladies, Michaela, Allie, Kelsey, and Evie, who lost their mom to Moya disease, and I hope I'm saying that right. I apologize if not. And Tonya and Bret are in here to make sure that those kids have some money coming their way and can do whatever the heck they want with it over the next few months or however much you get.
Yeah, I really just want them to just be feeling so supported that day. And I know for them, for their family, for those girls, for the grandparents, for their aunts, both her aunts have been so supportive. And I know for all of them, that absolutely is not what it's about either, which makes it even better for me because we can really just focus on the numbers, focus on people showing up, focus on people coming together.
Right.
And again, that's why there's no fee, there's no admission, we want you to register solely so we know what kind of turnout we had.
Do you have the list of sponsors? Do you want to go over those?
I would love to.
Talk about them all you want.
I feel like, if these are the people that support us, then I need everybody to go support them.
I think you're doing fine.
He's like, never mind. Okay, so again, from all over the place, so we've had really good support, and basically just us reaching out. I kind of put things out there, and then people are like, "Hey, can we share this?" Please do.
Share away.
And that's what they did. Gray Bar and out of Indianapolis.
Okay.
They were one of our first big corporation, or company, and they're just sure we want to help. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, so that was exciting. Frenchies in Morgantown. They're always willing to help. Completely on board. I don't even know if you could finish the sentence before they were like, yeah, we're in. Same thing, Second Amendment MC. They were the ones that helped initially with the Christmas thing, and they did the same thing. They took care of the fees for the band to come to this to help hopefully draw more people in. You don't even have to finish asking.
Right.
Those guys
The question again, why even ask?
Yeah, they're
There
like,
you go.
why are you still talking, Tonya? So the same thing, Shadow Enterprise, they were great. Gosh, sorry, Absolute Perfection Cleaning. They're, don't know if that's Greene County or technically Monroe County. Also on board with sponsorship. Mindy's Barber and Salon, that's out of Lawrence County, I believe.
Thank you, Kayla.
And they were same thing, sending sponsorship. Shayna, Alyssa Dorset. We've had just families. We've had I think 2 or 3.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, actually we've had 4. Star Huckleberry, Rose Harden. They wanted to donate to it and sponsor it. Adam and Miranda Kane. Same thing. They reached out to us. They seen the information somewhere and they just came and said, "Hey, can we? How do we be a part of this?" And so
Thank you, Bailey.
they were on board. Ray Towing, Trace Caminos.
Los Trace?
Yeah,
You got them?
in here.
Good
Yeah,
for you.
yeah, right in Morgan County.
Is that the one downtown or one over? I get it mixed up.
The Walmart.
Oh, one over by Walmart. You got La Herder, Los Trace, Mis Amigos, and then Los Reyes is downtown.
Gosh,
And
I
if you
can't.
hit them all, I'm telling you right now, if you hit them all and tell them Los Trace came through.
I mean, if I just want to get, chips and salsa, and let's
you go there
talk.
and say, hey,
talk
let's
to
talk us
Ryan.
over some chips and salsa right now.
We're probably 2 regular customers anyway.
You got
So.
La Herder. You know where La Herder is? It's back on the corner. And then Los Traces.
And then a lot of it we haven't. We haven't really reached out like we should. We're getting to that point now
Right.
that we need to finish it up. Originally, our sponsorship letter said March 17th. That's came and gone. I've dealt with my sports locker in Bloomington. They're on board. They help discount the shirts for fundraising
Thank you, Kayla.
and that sort of thing. So they were able to now. We're going to collect until probably the first part of April. We'll still accept sponsorships. All of their names will be printed on the back of the shirts
Cool.
of a $50 or more sponsorship. So it's really been a blessing.
Even if you go to the other Mexican restaurants and they give you gift cards or coupons, you can put them in a basket
Yes.
and raffle it off.
And honestly, that's probably the thing that we're lacking in right
Mhm.
now. And I think hopefully it's just timing because people know that they have time to put together a basket
Right.
or to add donations for a basket, and it could go either way. We have some people that are doing a whole basket, a youth group or a family. They're coming together and doing a whole basket for us, and then some that are just donating different items, and I will put together baskets, no problem.
Right.
So we still need that kind of donation for sure.
Yeah, hit every business you can because you've done it. You've done it for 12 years. You've done it 2 years longer than I have. So you're not afraid to get told no. And that never bothered me. You go and ask them, they say no. You got to list them all along. You just keep going down it. And then if you have to start back at the top and go again, you do it.
It's remarkable
keep
how many
going.
yeses you get, though.
Oh, yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
And like I said, from all different places. So we still have, of course, the Porthole. They always support us and sponsor us. The Twisted Tap, because that's where we do it. We started, they've kind of, they kind of came and clutched a few times for us when other people had things going on. Originally I moved it around just so everybody kind of got some extra business or whatever, I guess was my mindset on it. And Twisted Tap was able to come around and really help us out the times we needed it the most. So that's why we went back there. I've had people ask that, like, well, this is for kids and it's 21 and over
Right.
down there, but they have an outside venue as well now. So I'm hoping that it'll be easily to incorporate. But there's a reason why we went there. Same thing. There's a reason why we do a lot of stuff that we've done with this ride. The color blue.
I'm new here. I'm Lisa's cousin.
Oh, and to Tonya. How about that? So,
Yeah.
Hi, Tonya. And again, I think it's remarkable too, just to meet and get to know and see that kind of support too.
Right.
And it seems to draw people back together. I mean, people in general, but definitely family.
Yeah.
It's not like everybody knows their cousins like their best friend like they used to.
But
And
I mean, what a way to organize to get people together though, and to help these three young ladies out, pull the whole family in, and let's make it happen.
yeah, it's pretty exciting, and it's exciting to see the response from people. It's exciting to be told yes. There was another in Bargersville. They donated, so we've had a lot of response on sponsorship, but not so much response on the raffles and the donations for the baskets. And the Eric Potts at Angel and Demons Tattoos, they submitted a pretty nice gift to raffle. So that's something exciting and to look forward to.
Never hurts to ask. Keep it going. I say this is about every guest on here, and I mean the heart of the world is a better place for people like you that puts others first. Thank you for passing on the tradition of volunteerism. Our youth needs to see this. Grew up together with her mom, second mom. Getting a lot of love. It's an easy thing to get behind. You know what I mean? If you can't get behind something like this, then there's something wrong with you, in my opinion. So, again, they are here for the 12th annual Let's Ride Harden Memorial Ride. And this one is for Michaela, Allie, Kelsey, and Evie. And it starts May 18th at the Twisted Tap in Ellettsville and winds its way east and maybe some south and here and there. But it ends up back at the Twisted Tap before 4 p.m. is what you said, correct?
Yeah, so that's the after part. So anybody that doesn't ride a bike should still come to the after part, because that's where the party is. That's where, there's going to be a lot of exciting things happening there.
Sure.
And a live band.
Yeah.
Which doesn't ever hurt. So that will be from like 4 to 8.
Right. So the party's going to go well into the night there. Good. Deservedly so. If you're a business owner and you want to donate to them, how would they get a hold of you? You got a web page or Facebook page or?
Yeah, so we do a lot on Facebook. We also have the letters, the flyers. So our email is Bastin, BASTIN crew.
Rick, I'm gonna type that in there. That's Rick and Debbie Finney. They are on the Paragon Homecoming Board.
Oh yeah, they were here last
night.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Let me type this in here. I think I got it right here.
It's Bastin Crew 2015 at gmail.com.
This one's just got Bastin Crew at gmail.com.
That's wrong.
Okay, I'm listening. Bastin Crew at 2015. Is that what you got?
That's right.
2015. That look good?
That is the correct email. For sure.
Oh.
Yeah, the @ sign. You're trying to hashtag us.
No, it's when you got the glasses down, you try to use your real eyes, and you're like, wait a minute, dummy, you can't do that.
Oh, there's Devin and Josh
is on.
Yeah. And then also, so my phone number is listed on most of that stuff. We do have a Facebook page, Let's Ride Harden. On Facebook, you'll find that, and the event for this year is public. So you can go on that event page to find out all the event details, or you can go on the page and just go through Messenger to send us a message. I think my phone number is listed. Bret's phone number is listed. Shane's sister's phone number is listed. So you could reach out to any of the three of us.
Trisha was getting there. I'm slow, Trisha. I'm sorry.
She's fat. She's really been on board too, if that's who.
I think it went away.
Yeah, it did.
Maybe she must have saw mine and it clicked off.
Didn't go away. Yeah, so they have, and a lot of people have supported just the Lisa side of it. But what's great is that Shane's ride already had a level of support.
Sure.
And now that it's incorporating Lisa's family, there it is. Good. then Lisa's family and friends, and the girls' family and friends and extended and
Right.
schoolmates, and I mean, who knows? The support is definitely it's pleasantly overwhelming.
That's good though. That's what you want. That's what you want. Got a love on here. A lot of love on here tonight. That's for sure. May 18th at the Twisted Tap is when they leave. Registration is at 11 a.m. and you're that's see now I'm not a motorcycle guy, but I got it.
Well, when we get you in the side cart, you're gonna have to know what KSU is.
Yeah, right. I don't know if you have a sidecar big enough to get this in. So.
Oh, you'd be surprised. We got some engineers on our team.
Getting out is going to be the tough
Well,
part.
I don't know about that.
My old knees. Kickstands up at 12:30, and they will be back at the Tap Hole in Ellisville before 4 p.m. But that's when the fun starts. You folks look amazing. From Sarah, there's Robert and Joe's on, and Steve's on. Again, this is for a fantastic cause. 12th annual Let's Ride Harden Memorial Ride. This one's for the girls' benefit, and the girls are Michaela, Allie, Kelsey, and Evie, who lost their mom recently. And these fine folks right here and all of you online are putting together a heck of a deal for the girls, and hopefully you guys just knock it out of the park. You got some sponsors from, I was adding up counties: Johnson, Morgan, Marion, Greene, Monroe, Brown. Am I right in saying that?
And
Yeah,
Lawrence.
Lawrence. From so all over Central Indiana, you got sponsors.
We're just getting started.
Right. You still got 2 months, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the shirt sponsors, like I said, we're gonna stop that probably the beginning of April because I have to be able to get the screen set for my sports locker, who also got on board discounted shirts to where it was profitable.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're just paying for a product, which is what we did the first ride. I mean,
sure.
The inexperience and the
right, you figure out
short
what you're
time.
doing and how to do
Yeah.
it though. Yeah. After my first fundraiser, I was like, holy cow, what was I thinking?
Yeah,
But then
learn a lot.
You learn, yeah. But that's okay, because the cause is in your heart. The money is irrelevant to you at that point in time. You're there for what the cause is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what you're doing. So
Absolutely, but it's so huge for those people. Like I said, even to donate their services, it's such a big deal. A sponsorship that donates their service, or like I said, the band to discount it so much, the shirt company to discount it so much.
Oh, sure.
That's huge, and
Right.
and it shows tremendous support for the cause.
That's my nephew Keaton. He's in the Navy. He's stationed on the East Coast.
Nice.
How you doing, Skeet? Hope everything's good over there.
Yeah.
That was his. I was telling you, his dad was Tim, my brother.
Yeah.
So,
we were just talking
yep.
about.
So
Awesome.
he comes on and gives me crap every now and then. So.
Well, good. Good to feel the love,
he knows
right?
I'll knuckle sandwich him if you do.
That's awesome.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
He's a good man.
Yeah, and serving our country.
Yes, ma'am.
Fantastic. Thank you.
He's almost out. I think he's out in May.
Really.
So yeah, got his 4 in, and he's gonna come back home. So.
Well, if
I
he's
told you
back
we
in
will-
town before the May 18th,
There you go. He could do it.
He could come give you a hard
I
time
told him
there
to get out
in
of
the
the Navy and
sidecar.
go join the Army now that he's got a little taste to go have some fun. Now, so.
Oh
But,
no.
So his dad and I were in the Army, so that's why.
Yeah.
You got to give him some crap. So.
Yeah, for sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure he is expecting it as
Oh,
well.
and he gives as good as he gets. Trust me. So that's always good stuff. Well, you guys are amazing, and I've seen this before where you don't know the cause or the reason why you're doing what you're doing, but it just materializes. Boom, you're doing this in one direction, and then next thing you know, 360 degrees, and now your focus is as sharp as a point, and you're helping somebody else. And to me, that's the hand of God doing that stuff, because I've seen it. We've done it here. Never in my right mind. We've raised over $400,000 in 5 years, and never in my right mind did I think we would do that,
Yeah.
or any of that.
Right.
That wasn't what we set out to do here. This was just going to be an interview thing.
Right.
And so when you get put in positions you don't know how and why, and then all of a sudden you wake up and you're like, oh, now I know. This is where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be helping these young ladies out right here, and that's what we're going to do.
As soon as I asked Lisa's sister, the girls, and to please check with her parents, with Lisa's parents, talk to the girls,
Right.
her other sister, whatever you need to do. I need to know everybody's on board, and that this is okay. As soon as she was just, it was almost the same thing. I don't even think it took her a moment, you know. She might have messaged her parents, but was like absolutely, we are so appreciative of what you guys have already done, and with the Second Amendment Club, what they had, you know,
Right.
she did. She must have messaged me 15 thank yous in the same minute, but they don't know. I didn't know. I do, but I didn't know. It's what I need.
Right.
I didn't know. Know the. I have to. I don't know what I would have done had she said we're not ready for that,
But
or
it's
we can't do that.
That's not going to be the answer, though.
Yeah, no, it definitely wasn't.
He's put you there,
Yeah,
knowing the answer's
Yeah.
coming.
yeah.
Keaton,
You're right.
I'll come back here, and this is the 12th annual Let's Ride Harden Memorial Ride. This one's for the girls. This is for Michaela, Allie, Kelsey, and Evie. They lost their mom to Moya disease, and I apologize. I don't know anything medical, and I'm just winging it on that. So Tonya and Bret here put together this. They've done a memorial ride before for Shane, and now all of a sudden it's morphed into another memorial ride, and this is for the girls. And they've got people from all over Central Indiana covering this and sponsoring this, and it's going to be a big, huge motorcycle ride at the Tap Room in Ellettsville, starting on May 18th, heading east down to Brown County a little bit, and heading back towards the Tap Room, the Tap Hall, I'm sorry, in Ellettsville, around 4 when they're finished. Then there's a band playing. They got raffles. They got all sorts of fundraising money, and this all goes to the girls, and that's what they wanted to do, and that's what they're doing. So you're not going to be home till June 7th, so you miss out, but there's always next year. Let's put it that way. You never know. So,
Yeah, gosh, she's
Tonya,
so
you're
sweet.
amazing on this band. You're such a precious soul. Yep.
Stop it right now.
Yeah, we can't cry on here now. Come on now, we can't
There's
do that.
video. No.
There's been so many tears shed in this room, and I always say,
Right, I
there's, no,
bet so.
there's no porch crying on porch time. Valina was just
That's
on.
a lie, huh?
Valina is her son was in the military, and I won't go into the story, but she tells the tale, and there's a memorial for him, and it's just heart wrenching. And she sits over here, and I'm like, no, you can't cry on air, because what happens is if one starts crying, then the whole all of us start tearing up. I've said it in here, Big City Roll Studios, you don't see that kind of stuff. There you go. And I said that earlier, Keaton. Exactly right. You're not going to see that over in Newport News, bud. You have to come back to God's country to find that. Debbie saying jump in there.
Uh-huh.
He's here for moral support tonight, and then that's all right.
That's what he does best. He says, "What do you need?
Right.
How can I make this go? How can I finish this for you?"
There's the young ladies right there. That's what this is about. That's what the money's going towards. So if you're a business and you want to sponsor, or if you're an individual you want to donate or sponsor, get a hold of these fine people. We posted the links up there. You can go to their Facebook page. You can call them. You can probably even just show up on May 18th and help out any way you can. And as Tonya said, it doesn't matter if it's a nickel or $5 or $500. As long as you're there in support, that's what matters.
So I got a message maybe 2 weeks ago, and we've done this for 12 years, and my sister had moved.
My sister and I are so supportive. We thank you all so much.
Michaela's
That's
the
Michaela.
oldest. Yeah. She's the oldest sister. That's
Happy
so
to be
sweet.
a part of this, Michaela. You know what?
Yeah, that's
I
so
wish we
sweet.
could have had them in. All four of them.
We should have. Would have that been cute?
That would have been
Yeah, that would've
awesome,
been
because
awesome.
we could have talked to them right here.
Yeah, that would be exciting. So that's what also part of this ride, and these girls don't know this, and they don't necessarily need to know this, but 2 weeks ago, I got a message from my sister, and my sister has not been back to the state of Indiana, and I honestly don't know how long. She lives in Florida, And
I don't
she
blame her there.
messaged
She can
and
stay down here in the
says,
sunshine.
yeah, right. It's so lovely. But she messaged and said,
Yep. Exactly, Keith.
she said, do you think you could pick me up from the airport?
Oh my! She come home.
She's gonna fly home for this.
That's awesome.
So she'll be here, I think that Thursday before the ride. And then today, nobody knows this. Oh, I sent him a screenshot, so he does know.
Yeah.
But my
News
other
breaking
cousin,
right here.
I know, it is exciting news. So my other sister, who's not actually my sister, my cousin who is closest to my soul, messaged me today, and she and her husband are also coming in for the ride. So our family will know, and my sister was here for the first, at least the first one, maybe the second ride for Shane. She still lived here, but she's not been back to any others. And I begged her to come back for the 10th, and she just couldn't make it work. And so this time for her to come back, and now my cousin Bobby Joe is gonna be coming in from Florida as well. And they'll both be here for the ride. My brother will come up from Scottsburg, and so it really it does as much for me as it does for anybody.
Oh yeah. I gotta ask this: going east, are you gonna go out is it 446? 46 going to Columbus.
40, yeah.
Going to Brown County. You're not going that way. You go back roads.
Back roads.
Yeah.
Good. It keep me informed and message me. Let me know when you finalize what roads. And I'll post it for one.
Yeah.
And no promises, but I'll try to get down there, at least film it, find a spot,
Yeah.
and film you guys coming by.
Yeah. It'd be
I'd like to
awesome.
go down there and hang out at the tap room and
Yeah.
really enjoy it.
Yeah.
But-
we have a good time for
okay.
sure.
All right, Keaton, thank you. You be careful, buddy. Love you. Williams Tree Company. Danny's. Yeah, Hank's.
Yeah. Hank is,
Hank's a
was
good
really,
man.
he's told me he's pretty sure they're going to be sponsoring.
Yeah.
And so finalizing some of that stuff. There's some others, some other sponsorships that we've talked to and had some conversation with, Trackside even, in Paragon.
Paragon?
Yeah.
You're falling right into these stories that I've been part of all week because
Yeah.
it's a Coney dog thing, and I got to go down there and sample their chili cheese
All
Coney
the
dog.
things. It all comes full circle, doesn't it?
Yeah, small world,
Yeah.
but there's some good folks down there.
Yeah, for sure.
Rick and them are from Paragon. That's the homecoming crew,
Yeah.
and
That
so
was
that's
almost-
a great little area down there, and good folks.
Yeah, they've been good to us anyway.
And there
and
you
so-
go, exactly, Rick.
Yeah.
Trackside. So yeah.
Yeah. And so we've talked to them, and he was like, "Yeah, we'll touch base." And
Go to the pizza joint. Doggone it, tomato pie.
tomato.
Yeah,
pie.
stop in there.
Yeah.
Coupons.
That's
gift
where we're
cards.
at
Yeah.
now. That's where we're
Get
at
that
now
stuff.
is to really get on board for those kind of donation items, like but also like there's been some question and conversation, and I'm sure that I'm surprised nobody has asked tonight. But since we have this platform right now, thanks to you, some people are like, "Oh, what if it rains?" It rains almost every single. All
Yeah,
roads
roads
lead to
lead to
Paragon.
Paragon. If
That's
it rains, you
probably
get-
true.
If it rains, you get wet.
Yeah. So
I mean,
well, to an extent. So this year we're expecting a lot more people. And in the past we've always rode in the rain. Depending on the numbers, I will not do that. Because I just want people to be safe. But
sure.
so what happens if it rains? What happens if it rains is I had to already make an executive decision. We will postpone the ride part, but we will not postpone the benefit part.
Sure. Makes sense.
One, because we have people planning and
Coming
scheduling
into
and
town
flying
and
in,
everything
and
else,
yeah, we have it. That's a big deal. The band, and the ride is the memorial part, for Shane. The benefit is the after part.
Sure.
I can ride on a Tuesday afternoon for Shane.
Right.
So that's what we'll do. If it really is bad weather, we will not cancel the benefit part. So I still want people to make sure that they know that and that they still show up for these girls.
So what I'm going to ask you to do is the name of your what was the name of your Facebook page?
Let's Ride Harden.
Let's Ride Harden.
Mhm.
you're going to see a Porch Time LLC, which is this page we're on now. It's going to friend me back, and then I'm going to friend you from the community page, so you guys can post on there, and that's the 17,000 people page.
Okay,
so
yeah. So I'm on your stuff, my personal
Are you
page,
on the community page
but
already?
not the Let's Ride Harden.
Okay,
So
yeah.
my personal pages, but yeah.
Push that hard and try to see if it'll let you, but I think you have to be friends. No, business, it'll take it.
Okay.
Try to push that on the community page, and I'll get that on there, and then you guys can post all the information you need.
Okay,
That's
perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, and then we would be able to kind of in more real time.
Well, and then there's, like I said, you got tie-ins all over this county right now. So I mean, that's perfect. And hopefully business will even pick up more for you there. Get baskets and money in and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just more to go back to the girls, and that's what we're doing. So
that's what we do here. I mean, being honest, that's our strong suit, fundraiser wise, because of these folks. I mean, we can raise. I can give $100 of my own, but that's a drop in the bucket to the 30,000 we make. And how we do it is this. And I don't know if you've seen one, but we'll get baked goods, and we'll get food, and we'll get items from everybody out there. And I'm talking, we've gotten 12-pound lasagnas and cakes from Texas Corral and Gray's. And here's a whole carrot cake this tall, this big, $500. And we'll show it. Who wants to make a bid on a carrot cake? And Rick will bid $10. And then Heather will bid $30, and Rick will bid $40.
Right.
And we'll start at noon, and we quit at 1. We've gone until 1 or 2 the next morning. And that's how we get our money.
Wow.
And then we write on there, Rick won it for $475. Put it in the freezer. He don't get that cake till he gives us that money. And we tell him, hey, quicker you get it. That's from like the corner for the last 3 auctions. That's left over. But people already paid. They just didn't come and pick up. And that's fine. Right. That'll happen.
Yeah, that's what it's about, though, for sure. Which reminds me, Sundrop Bakery is another one that has donated to us.
Oh, no. Where's that at? That sounds yummy.
It is a small business out of Bloomington that I'm friends with.
Those are the best.
And they messaged and said the same thing. They were like, hey, we seen that you were looking for this. Would you like a basket of baked goodies and a gift certificate for future use? Yeah, I would love that.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
Yep.
Yeah, share that. Get on that page with me, and
sure.
then everybody, they'll share it. People will share it and see it and push it all over. So, and the more the merrier. You've been going an hour. Do you believe that? Did you think you had it in you?
Oh, he would think that I had it in me. He's like, you're kind of wiry today.
That's good though.
I guess I talk a lot or something.
Well,
no. It's just my heart.
But you're
is
passionate
in it,
about what you're doing.
It's so
that's
important.
why it just comes out, you know?
It's so important. I should really just do this. I don't need a full-time real job.
Yeah, I tell myself that too, and then the bills come in. I'm like, man, I need a full-time job.
But this is the part I enjoy. As sad as it makes me for the loss of Shane, the loss of Lisa, it is definitely fulfilling to be able to find love and support in all kinds of directions.
Right.
And
you're doing God's work. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Both y'all are, and his group, that's phenomenal. So
yeah, they're good. They're a good bunch. They're all right. Those Second Amendment guys.
How much? I'll talk to her off our air on that. I don't want to get into specifics, but you said we'll get into that. We'll talk about that here in a minute. To be a sponsor of the ride, what's the minimum pricing?
To get on shirts, it's $50.
I'm not worried about the shirts, so
$50 is the minimum for shirts.
What's the next level up?
We have a $50, $100, and $300.
Okay.
Well, you get a little something in return, but your business name or whatever goes on shirts at any of those levels.
Right.
And then, of course, any donation,
sure,
just to benefit.
Sure, I understand.
Accepting all the things.
Yeah. Now, how does someone send you? Thank you very much. You're welcome, Carrie.
Oh.
You don't have to thank us, dear. We're just glad to be a part of this. This is amazing. How does somebody get you? The Venmo or PayPal or
so
check?
I have Venmo. I have Facebook Pay. That I've done some
Messenger. Facebook does not take money from you. Venmo, PayPal. I tell people that and they're like, "But I don't want to use Messenger." But there's no. You give $5 and $5 goes to you.
That's
all of
right.
it, every bit of it.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah.
That's why we try to push people to it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Some people are like PayPal. I'm like, I don't even have a PayPal. And
I got
don't.
rid of mine.
But checks,
Yeah.
cash.
Yeah.
If they want a receipt, we don't have a non-for-profit status. We don't have a 504C, whatever it is, 503C. Yeah, 503. We don't have that. But in accounting world, you can.
Teresa's one of my sponsors of the show, Fathom Real Estate, and she helps us in everything she does, and she is from down that way. So
That's sweet.
Yep.
Sweet too.
I'm not sweet. She knows that. She knows I'm rotten.
But yeah, we can do whatever form of payment, and I'm happy to write a receipt.
Sure.
I've suggested, because if you hit that $50 mark and above, and we're able to get you on our shirts, which is anytime before the like April 10th, then you can also run it as advertising for your business,
Right.
because your name's on
1099.
shirts. So,
Yep.
so
Good
we
deal.
don't have to have a non-for-profit status. I've
No,
tried to explain that.
we don't do that either.
Yeah.
Because we don't hold the money more than 10 minutes in
Right,
hand.
right.
Gone.
Right, exactly.
Parent Home Company is sending. There you go. Look
Oh,
at that.
right on board.
Rick,
Thank you
God
so
bless
much.
you. That's phenomenal. That's good folks
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
that's remarkable.
They are amazing. I mean, you're down there. You're going to the trackside. That whole group down there. Paragon's just amazing little community. So
Yeah, we're so close to that anyway. So even though the ride is in Monroe County, we are so far north. We're right at the forestry. Everything we do, we shop in Morgan County. So it's easier for us to seek.
How far are you from the water tower? Along the interstate?
2 miles.
Yeah, so you're
maybe.
real close to Morgan
Yeah.
County.
Yeah, we're silly close to that Liberty Church exit.
Oh, my.
Super
So you're
close.
even this side of the water tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're super close to
Wow.
Yeah, so
On west side of the highway? Shelton Road, Paragon Road, Godson
we're on the
Road.
east side.
Opposite side.
Opposite
Uh-huh.
side. So you're on the forestry side.
Yeah, we're on Old 37.
Are you really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Well,
he comes
that's-
north for work, so he's always traveling through.
Well,
we
that's
go
my-
to the gym in Martinsville, like, yeah. So
That's my favorite road
that's our space
to go to Bloomington.
Yeah.
To this day, I
Yeah.
still don't do the interstate.
Oh gosh, when they were doing all the construction and everybody found out about
I
our
know.
road.
Hey,
Terrible.
well, I can go down Low Gap too and cut all that
Yeah.
out back
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
But I still to this day drive to the forestry and then shoot straight down and come out there by the stadium,
Yeah.
down Griffey Hill
Yep.
and then up
Yeah.
into it. Yep.
Yeah.
That's still my favorite way.
Yeah. That's our.
And I
that's
can't
our
believe
space.
Musgraves is closed anymore.
I know.
That's
so sad.
garbage.
I know.
That was my favorite stop, and that's the way I'll always go to Bloomington.
Good
and-
stop.
Hello, Rhonda.
That's another cousin.
I won't tell all my kids here, but two of them live down in Bloomington. One lives in Indy, and one night they got the idea that they were going to beat me home, and that they're going to get on the interstate. And I was like, they're ahead of me, and they're pulling. We're at the light of McDonald's there,
Mhm.
and they're already shooting towards the interstate, and I'm like, I'm going to go back way, and they're like, oh, we'll be home long before you. Well, this is you could still. It was still 37. I called them from Kentucky Fried Chicken at the light there. And I was like, where you at? And you just come here.
Right.
They're like, we're getting ready to pull in the driveway here. And I was like, so you beat me by 5 minutes. How fast you go? 80 miles an hour. Now, I might have had the car up on 2 wheels at some of the spots going through the forestry because I know that road pretty good now.
Yeah.
But I'm always watching out for Bigfoot and deer, though, so you
Yeah.
never know.
Both.
Yeah. But
Yeah, it's good space.
I
out there.
love that
Mhm.
area.
It was like coming home for me. His parents had the place, and when we got together, and then they wanted to downsize or whatever, and he was like, I really would like to buy that.
Right.
It was his grandparents' land, and I was like, really, like, do you think we can do that? So we did, and we're able to get it, and I was like, this is the craziest thing. I literally feel like I just came home.
Yeah.
And we were just meant to be there, and we've been there and love it, and it's home. So it is good
Beautiful
space.
area.
Good road.
Well, once again, let's recap hello, Angie. This is the 12th annual Let's Ride Harden Memorial Ride. This one's for the girls.
The girls lost their mom to Moya disease.
You got it.
Oh, I don't know how. The girls are Michaela, Allie, Kelsey, and Evie.
Evie.
Did I get
Evie. Mm-hmm.
Evie?
Evie.
See how to Evie in the Army.
It's kind of gentle.
Evie?
Yeah.
Okay. I had a friend named Evie in the Army, and that's how it looked. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm saying it. But it's Evie. And I apologize. Brett and, my goodness, Tonya are here, Bastin, and they have went over the ride they're giving for these girls. They're going to raise money for them. The benefit starts Saturday, May 18th at the Twisted Tap in Ellettsville. They're going to head east. They'll wind their way back around. Kickstand's up at 11. I got that now. They should be back by 4. There's going to be a band. There's raffles. There's all sorts of fun stuff. How you doing, Angie? If you'd like to get involved, we've posted their stuff, or you can get on their Facebook page, contact them. Paragon's already gave $100. So
Thank you. Hey, Angie.
she's part of the Paragon.
Yeah, so I don't know. Her and Rhonda
Yeah.
are both on there now, but those are the ones I was talking about. Their sister earlier
Yeah.
that just messaged me today.
Yeah.
We'll see if they know the secret.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Their sister's coming home
So
for the ride.
you're spilling the beans. now.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It's fun.
I didn't even put it together, Rhonda, as Angie. Yeah.
Yeah, so Ron and Angie Ann and Bobby Joe, and so that's the one I was telling you earlier. Bobby Joe messaged me today and was like, her husband and she are going to come up for the ride, and on top of my sister is also flying in for the ride, and I don't know if either one of them know that. So
They do now.
yeah, they do.
Thanks to Porch Time. We didn't spill
Right.
the beans.
Thanks. Bringing the family together.
Right. Well, guys, is there anything else you want to cover?
I think
Got
that's
everything?
the gist of the details. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
How many miles is the ride altogether? Roughly?
Usually around 100. We'll
Okay.
probably be a little shy this year because we want to get back
Sure.
to do the benefit in time.
Okay. Very cool. Honor to have you guys.
Thank
Share
you.
that
Thank
stuff
you.
to my page, and we'll get it out there, and you'll see the love you're already getting. So,
Yeah, we're
hopefully
so thankful.
that'll all increase and keep going. And as it gets closer, let me know stuff where you're going to be. She was talking about going last I talked to her. Yeah. Well, she's going.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right, guys,
That's a
we're going to
secret.
jump off here. Thank you so much for engaging and tuning in with us. Support this great cause any way you can. It doesn't have to be by money. You can always share this, share their post, spread the word, show up the day of, and do what you can. I will be back on tomorrow morning at 6:30 in the morning for Coffee with Kevin. That's always a fun show. Some of you guys on here tonight, tune in tomorrow morning, and then you get to see everybody yell at me, so that's good stuff.
Don't want to miss that.
Thanks, guys, for coming tonight. Love you
Thank you.
guys. We will see you guys tomorrow morning.